Hello everyone, my name is Belly and
If you are subscribed, that's wonderful.
yay! Perfecto.
Make the ground shake.
Hello people, I know that I haven't been here for a long time, but it's because I just finished the university. You know that I was studying a master in digital marketing management, and I just have to do a dissertation, but I needed like a break because it's a lot. I still working full time. I'm still like doing videos for YouTube, and I have dealing with everything. And I did very good at the university, to be honest, but I was tired. But I decided to make this one the first video after my break because this is amazing. We know that right now the people is having like more time to spend at home with the partners, with the babies, and we know that there are many new babies, isn't it?
Yes, people is making just babies and that's it.
Now we have Andrea. Say hi, Andrea.
Hello.
How you feeling?
I'm alright, thank you.
And basically, we are going to talk today, as you may know now because of the title of this video, about babies. How is to like new day, new parenting stuff, new day, new adulting stuff. We're going to talk about babies. What is happening when you are in maternity, if you're working, if you have to, I don't know, go to the hospital. For example, in Venezuela, we have to go every month. In here is different, I think. I am not having a baby any soon. So I asked someone that is also Venezuelan, and she's so beautiful and so kind. She was so... She just immediately told me, yeah, it's okay, I can do it. And I was like, seriously? So I wanted to do this video before because we don't want the baby to come before this video is going out. So, okay, so let's start. First of all, I would like to know, where are you from, Andrea?
Well, I will start introducing myself. My name is Andrea. I live in the UK for nearly 3 years. I'm from Venezuela as well, like you, but I'm from Puerto Ordaz, from Bolivar. Well, people probably don't know where is it, but yes, I'm from Venezuela. I came here, well, as I say, nearly 3 years ago. It has been like long time, but not really. I mean, with this pandemic, it hasn't passed very quick.
Yeah. But you speak very good. Where did you learn English? Because you speak very good.
Here.
Really? Oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I'm very talkative. I mean, I like to talk all the time. So when I came here, obviously I was struggling like everybody, I think, or well, like normal immigrant in the UK, because you expect something like completely different. You think that, oh yes, I'm speaking English, but then you go to another city and then you don't understand nothing because of the accent. So obviously, well, I don't know, I learned talking with people. Most of the time I like to talk with English people as well. I mean, I'm not trying to talk with people that speak in my language. I'm not saying that if you are talking in Spanish, I will say, no, I don't talk with you. But obviously, I try to have more like relationship in English at work, to learn.
Yeah, definitely. That's really needed because, well, one of my best friends, she's from the UK, and I am speaking with her constantly because I need to keep practicing. And that's why I'm doing these videos, because otherwise my boyfriend is Spanish. I mean, he's Venezuelan like me, and I don't have anyone to speak with in English. Therefore, how can I practice? So if we are inside our house, our home for many time, it's very difficult. I mean, you will not learn or practice if you are not keeping the interaction with other people that is from this country. So that's the thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so you mentioned where are you from, you mentioned what's your name, and how long have you been in the UK. Now, about the baby. How weeks do you have now? How many weeks do you have now?
I'm having 27 weeks, which it means 7 months.
Okay, so how many they are, like 13.6?
No, they are 40.
40, okay.
Yes. So on the middle.
Can you show the baby, the belly?
Yes, sure. Just give me one second. I'm with the belly out.
Oh my god, look at that!
Yeah.
Amazing.
Sí. This is a big belly.
This is a big me.
Yeah. I'm cooking this belly. Baking. I'm baking this baby.
Yeah. Oh my god. And how do you feel now?
Well, I'm feeling good.
How have been the whole things, the 37 weeks that you have? How many weeks you have? Sorry.
27.
27. Okay, so 27 weeks. How were they?
I mean, like every week I'm feeling different. I mean, it's like since the beginning, I find it out when I was like 4 weeks pregnant, because last year I had miscarriage. I mean, I get pregnant last year. I was pregnant. I had miscarriage like in 2 months. I had 2 months. I have miscarriage. So when I was at the hospital with my midwife, and I asked her like, when can I try again? Because obviously
you wanted the baby.
Yeah, I wanted to try again. I knew that it was for natural reason. I knew that nothing was wrong with me. So I said, okay, when I can try again. And she said to me, well, if you have your next period, you can try straight away. Okay. I was like counting the days, like. So I try. We try on the first period after miscarriage, and obviously I was expecting to get pregnant. So when people ask me like, wait, how did you find it out? It was a surprise. And I was like, no, it wasn't a surprise. Like I was feeling very pregnant. Even like when I was having 3 weeks pregnant, I was feeling like, oh my god, I'm feeling bad. And I was like trying to find symptoms. Like, you know, that you
were feeling like you sick every time.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like this.
Exactly. Like trying to find excuses, like or not excuses, like you're trying. Yes, it's like you're trying to see, like, for it's like I don't know how to explain, but it's when you see something that you don't like it, and then you feel itchy and you feel like you have it on your body, like things, something like that. So obviously every week has been different for me. Now I'm starting now. I think that I will start this week. I will start the 3rd trimester. So every trimester is different as well. Yes, it's like you have something new every time. On the first trimester, that is the first 12 weeks, I was feeling very sick. Like,
yeah, usually
I couldn't eat anything. I mean, I was not eating protein, nothing at all, even eggs. So I was eating like 1 bread or 1 arepa, like Venezuelan typical food, per day. I mean, per day. I mean, just 1 arepa or 1 bread per day, nothing more than that. And obviously I lose like 6 kilograms.
Wow.
Yes, in about like 2 months, I lost like 6 kilograms because I wasn't eating anything. And but it's like here they don't care too much about that. I mean, they do care, but they know that it's normal.
Yeah.
I mean, it's normal to feel like that. So they were saying me like, you have to eat something, but if you don't eat anything or you
It's
cannot
okay
eat,
at the end. Yeah.
it's okay, but drink Gatorade. Like, I don't know how, I forgot how they pronounce it. Gatorade, I think. I don't know. Like, they said to me, you have to buy Gatorade, okay? And if you don't eat today, for example, you drink one Gatorade. And if you don't eat on the night, you drink one again. Like, to have support on
The vitamins and stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
How did you find out? Did you did like a home test? Oh, sorry. How did you find out? Did you did like a home test, or did you went to the GP, or both? What did you do?
No, well, I did a home test. I went to the supermarket and I buy one, and I did my test with the urine test at home, because here, like, they will even if you call to the GP and say, hey, I'm thinking that I'm pregnant, they will say, okay, well, go to any pharmacy and buy a pregnancy test, and that's it. Yeah, so I found it out at home on Christmas time.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah, so let's say that it was a Christmas present.
Yeah. I love your dog. Is he around?
Yeah, well, he's protective with me. Yeah, I don't know. Probably he will be jealous when the baby will be here with us. But
I don't think so, you know.
You don't think so? Yeah, I don't know. I because he's like, he likes to be with me, and sometimes when my husband comes and he wants to kiss me and he's with me, he just start to, like, not bark, but like, you know how they do, like, and he's my husband. I mean, we live together, so I think that he will be very protective.
I have seen very dogs. They are like, you know, the paw. They are putting the paw on top of the belly, like, don't touch it, it's mine. And it's like, what the fuck? I think that they will be that he in particular will be very protective, but I think that he is very spoiled child.
Yes, he
Your
is.
dog is definitely a spoiled child. He's so cute.
And he knows it. He used us, being honest. He knows. I mean, yes, I'm typical, like, dog mom, like protective dog mom that you say, don't touch my dog.
I know. Looks like that. Yeah. How did you, I mean, what are the steps that you have to follow here in the UK? Because as I mentioned at the beginning, in Venezuela, you have to go like every month, I think, to the hospital to check your baby. But I have heard here that it's different. So how it is? Do you have to go every time? The first time when you arrive to the GP, what do you say? How many times do you have to go?
Okay, so here is completely different of what we have in Venezuela and in Latin America in general, and also in USA. It's completely different. So when you find out that you are pregnant, you have to call to your GP, and then your GP will send you to the maternity unit. Okay, so normally you find that you are pregnant, you call to the GP, you said to them how many weeks do you think that you have, or they ask you like your last period, your date of birth, your name, and then they call you back probably when you have like 9 weeks pregnant. So for example, if you are like me, I find it out when I was like 4 weeks pregnant. I called to the GP, but they call me 1 month after. Yes.
Oh.
I mean, obviously, when it's strange because you, first of all, you want to know if everything is all right, if the baby is okay, what do you need to do. So on that part, I think that you have like few information when you start the pregnancy here. Like, if I I don't know, if I am alone here and I don't have my family, that they were telling me all the information anyways. I mean, when you get pregnant, you will have people or colleagues or friends or your family will like they will be vomiting information to you, like even the information that you don't want to know, they will tell you everything. So yeah, they call you when you have 9 weeks pregnant, and you have like risk assessment call. On this call, they ask you about all your details, like healthy, like all the details that they have to know about your family as well, because they have to ask you like, did you have family? For example, they ask me like, in your family, do you have twins? In your family, you have heart problems, things like that. So they ask you about all of that. And also what I think that it's like, oh, okay, that is nice. They ask you, how do you feel with the pregnancy? I mean, do you feel good? You have support in your family? Are you with the partner? I mean, are you with the father of the baby? You feel that you're having support of the father? I mean, they ask you about your situation. Obviously, I think that if you say that you don't have any support, they offer you support. So that is nice. Then you have they put you one appointment for blood test, and it should be like 10 weeks pregnant, and then at 12 weeks you have your first scan. That is the
about the blood test is what is showing. It's like what we call profile 21 in Venezuela, or how it is. They are all about how are you like a person, or is how if you are pregnant or not.
No, I mean they
test.
They give you blood tests to know, for example, your type of blood, to see how is the hemoglobin, this test. I mean, because obviously if they ask you like, did you make the home test, the urine test, and you say yes, they I think that they believe you. They believe you that you are pregnant, and it's just a check-in. It's just to check all your, I don't know, like how is your body, like the hemoglobin, and then
what about the midwife?
Okay, so they give you one midwife that she will be with you in the whole pregnancy. So, for example, I have my midwife. Then her name is Antonia, and that is the only midwife that I will see in the whole pregnancy. So, the midwife is that person that will give you all the information. So, when you make one blood test, for example, they give you one blood test on the first trimester, and then they give you they ask you about blood tests if they need it, just if they need it. They make you like, I think that 3 blood tests on the beginning, and she will give you all the information, so she will support you on the pregnancy. She's not the one that will see your baby with the scan, because that is another area. She will just give you all the information, like, okay, so your results are here, everything is fine, you have good levels in I don't know how is the name of that, los valores. For example, in my case, my blood is negative. I'm not positive. So she said to me, okay, so we find out on the blood test that your blood is negative. So we have to give you one vaccine that is it's called anti-D. because if my baby is positive, my blood is very bad for her, and her blood is very bad for me. Because most of the time, because my husband is positive, most of the time that is like normally the baby is positive. And if the mom is negative, so they can, if they mix the blood in the labor, for example, you can infect the baby, and then you will need to make transfusion, and it's very complicated. So she's explained me all of this, and now I'm having every month I'm having a meeting with my midwife. For example, she measured the belly, if baby's alright. She listens the heartbeat. She takes urine test every time to see if my urine has protein, because that is like something important on the pregnancy, to not having like hypertension or preeclampsia. So yes, she gives you all the information, just that.
And once you complete the time, you have to go to the GP, to the hospital. Where do you have to go when you're going to labor?
So obviously I have experience of my friends and my family, that they are, well, my husband's family, that they live here, and we already have like 3 babies born in the UK. So I know their experience, that is important. I know that when you, first of all, on the last weeks, you have labor planner, I think. I mean, you talk with the midwife, what do you want? Because you can choose if you can have home birth, for example, or if you want to go to the hospital. And she will ask you, like, what are your plans? I mean, what do you want? You can have like water labor as well.
Yeah. Have you thought about that?
Yes, I want to have it.
You want that?
But I don't know, because if you have water label, you cannot have a epidural.
Yeah, I think that is very difficult about that thing.
Yeah, and it depends of the position of the baby, or if you have, or it depends of your contractions. I mean, it has to be very, very like perfect to have water birth. I mean, you have to be, everything has to be good. But if it's something that it's like more or less, like if you have less contractions, or you have the baby is in bad position, they don't recommend you to do water birth. So when you start the contractions, you call to the hospital, but they will get you in just if you have in contraction every 10 minutes. So 4 centimeters dilated, I think that is the name. I know that it is like that. Here they let you go into labor at home. First of all, in Venezuela, they have all C-section.
They have, sorry?
Cesarean.
Oh, yeah.
Most of the people have C-section, cesarean.
Yeah.
That is like normal. Here, obviously, you will just have C-section or cesarean if something is wrong. I mean, if the baby is in bad position, or if they find that you will not be able to give birth for any reason, or if you have like high risk pregnancy, because anything can happen. Like you can have, for example, for me, I'm having a very healthy pregnancy, but it can change anytime. So yes, I think that they obviously on the last weeks, your midwife will talk about it. Like, okay, so Andrea, if you're having these contractions, if you're feeling this, you have to call straight away to the hospital. You call to the hospital. Obviously, if you need assistance, if you don't have any car, for example, you have to call to the ambulance. Or they prepare you two persons, like it can be friends or family. For example, they ask you, they will say to you, okay, you can choose two people. Pero you can choose two people, for example, to pick you to the hospital, if you don't have any car, for example, or just in case, like emergency contact. So yes, that is, it's very like simple, being honest, more than in Venezuela. In Venezuela, first of all you have to pay for everything. Here it's all public, because obviously if you pay your national insurance, you will have free medication. For example, I will have free medication in the whole pregnancy, and after the pregnancy, 9 months after the pregnancy, I will have free medication. I will have free, how can I say, like, you can go to the dentist and it will be free, NHS dentist. You have free labor. Even if you will have cesarean, you don't have to pay anything.
Yeah, I think that is something related to the Sure Start Maternity Grant, isn't it? Do you know what is that?
Yes, I know what is that. But that is like, it's a benefit that you can claim. But they don't give it to all the people, because it's something that you have to, for example, if I'm alone, or if my husband is not working, they will give it to that people, But for example, for me, in my case, my husband is working, I'm working, we both have permanent contract. We are having good salary, let's say. It's normal rate payment, but you can live with that. So if you want to claim, you can claim, but probably they will not give it to you. They prefer to give it to the people that they don't have any jobs, or people that are struggling, things like that.
That are alone, for example.
Yes, you mentioned. Exactly. Yeah.
That's it. So last question. Which tips can you give to those mothers or new mothers in the UK or all around the world that are planning to have a new baby?
Okay, so first of all, have folic acid. You need to have folic acid at least 3 months before. Go to check you, because here it's not like in Venezuela. For example, we can go to the specialist every 6 months. You go to the specialist. Here is totally different. You go to the GP, and you can have they will check you, because obviously it's important to know if you are okay, and you can tell them like, hey, I want to have a baby, and then they will send you probably to one specialist to see if everything is okay with you. These 2 tips are important before trying to have a baby. Another tip is that you will not have the same information that in Venezuela. You will feel like, okay, but they will not call me, I will not check my baby, I will not, because they will check you when you will have 3 months pregnant. So they will give you your first scan after 3 months, and then they will give you scans, like maybe 4 in the whole pregnancy, but you can pay for private one. But on this private, they don't give you any information. You will just have the picture of your baby, but they are not allowed to give you information like your doctors or your midwife. The other tip is that if you are trying to have a baby, try to be working on the same company for at least 26 weeks. Okay, so for example, you need to have like 4 months, nearly 4 months working in one company, and then you will receive maternity leave payments. So that is important because people don't know, they get pregnant and then they have like 1 month working in one company, and when they want to get maternity pay, they will not have it because they don't have 26 weeks working in the company. So that is important. If you want to get pregnant here in the UK, you can have maternity leave payments. They will be monthly payment. They will be like £700 per month. And you will not be working, and it will be for 9 months. So that is important to know, that even if you are agency or if you don't have permanent contract, you need to be working 26 weeks on that company to have this benefit. What else? Oh my God. Well, here another tip is that if you can search information in internet, like or if you can have for example, if you are from Venezuela and you can have these accounts that they have information about pregnancy, about breastfeeding, it will be nice for you, because here you will not find too many information. Here the people have bad alimentation, being honest. I mean, so it's
Poor
good
diet.
to know. Yes. So it's good to know what you can eat, what you cannot eat. For example, nothing that is uncooked, things like that. So it's good to have this information on the beginning. So if you will get pregnant, try to find like a doctor in your country. I mean, I have my doctor in my country, and I text him like, hey, can I do this? Because obviously sometimes you need the information in your language. But anyways, if you don't speak English, you can have a translator here. You can ask for it, and you will have it. And another tip is like, just let it go. Go with the flow, relax. I mean, just live the moment, and that's it. I mean, that is the only thing that I can say. Like tips, just try to have a good diet. Try to check how is your body before get pregnant, and like try to get information, good information, not bad information, because we can find bad information everywhere. No, just good information, and just go with the flow and relax. That is the most important, because if you have pressure, or if you have if you are
Stress,
not,
yeah.
yes, stress, I mean, the baby will not be good as well. So just relax, be happy, and that's it.
Okay, amazing this conversation. I learned a lot. I mean, I had an idea about a few things, but you explained it so well. So thank you very much, Andrea, because I'm like impressed about the things. I thought that it was you just had like 2 interactions with the doctors in the UK, but actually you are mentioning that you can go constantly to the midwife. So it's good, that's amazing. And yeah, definitely remember that we have to always follow the right sources. Never search on internet something that you don't know. I mean, if you are searching for a website that is not really relevant, please make sure that you are understanding exactly what you have to do. The misinformation is all around, and it's something that is happening right now a lot. So we need to be very careful with that. Always remember that we need to understand and to find the correct sources. So thank you. Is there anything else that you would like to say, Andrea?
Well, I'm happy for being here. Thanks you for to invite me on your channel. I mean, I hope that this can help um, women here in the UK. I mean, because it's good. I mean, you when you are here, you feel scared sometimes, and you say, "Oh, if I get pregnant, how can I do? I don't know anything about it." So people just like not refuse, but they stop to do their own things because they are afraid um of being pregnant here alone. But no, you have support in here. I mean, it's not the same like our country, but I mean, we are living in a good place, and they know. I mean, they are very like, I don't know how to say, but
Peaceful or wise?
exactly, yeah, like they try to keep you calm as well, so that is nice. I mean, they if there's something wrong with you, they will try to do like nothing is happening, being honest. I mean, they care about you, being honest. So yes,
That's nice.
thank you for look here, who is here. He came. He came to see me. So thank you very much. I hope that you like it. And well, if I say something wrong, if my accent, or we are we are Latins, and our accent is very strong.
It's okay. Actually, I'm doing this kind of videos in English rather than in Spanish because I can practice, and also I can encourage people around the world that they are living in the UK. But from many other people, okay. I'm trying to encourage people from other places that are living in the UK to try to speak in English, even though they think that they don't speak good enough, that the accent is not good enough, because that's who we are. And we have to keep doing, we have to keep practicing. And if you are afraid of your accent or of your skills, you will never improve that. So that's why I'm doing it in English. So it's okay. Don't worry about the accent. They are listening to me every week.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you very much. Bye, guys. Hope that you like this video. I feel very confident about how the babies are in here, how to get a baby. We're just waiting that you have an amazing newborn, that you are giving the birth so softly and smooth. And thank you for sharing all that interaction, all that information with the people in here. I'm pretty sure that it will be very helpful for a lot of people. So thank you. Have a good day. Bye, guys.
Thank you. Bye.